It's spring. Have you done your spring cleaning? If you did you find any old wills and powers of attorney that haven't been looked at since bell bottoms were in fashion? If that's the case, or you haven't done your estate planning at all, it may be time to clean up your estate plan. Whether you're married, single, or in a same-sex relationship, here to talk about why it's so important is my always fashionable partner, Mike Solomon.
Hi, Lori.
So why should the estate plan be updated from time to time?
Well, you know, things change. Your wishes may have changed. The law certainly has changed many times. The amount of assets you have. Things that were right back in 1980 don't necessarily fit what you want to do now. So you need to look at that. Let me give you some examples. Let's say you had minor children, young children. You named your spouse the primary executor and your mom secondary. Time goes on, your mom passes away. You don't have a successor executor. Or even worse, let's say you didn't have children at all, and then you named your brother the beneficiary of your entire estate. You get married, you have children. You haven't changed your will, your brother's going to inherit everything. Yeah, so you have to be very careful. You need to update your will just like you update other things in your life. Just keep it up to date.
Okay. Well, what if I don't have a will? Isn't everything going to go to my next of kin anyhow?
Well, Ohio law does provide that on your death, if you don't have a will, everything goes to your next of kin. But first of all, that means you haven't appointed an executor. So you're going to have to appoint an administrator. It's more cumbersome. There's more time involved, therefore more expense involved, and you need the approval of the probate court for a lot more things if you just have an administrator. So that's number one. Number two, Ohio law doesn't just recognize anyone as a next of kin. If you have a long-term relationship with somebody, or you're in a same-sex relationship, even if you're married in another state, Ohio doesn't define that as a next of kin. Mm-hmm. People who are unmarried have no legal rights as to various assets. So for example, let's say you're in a long-term relationship with someone or a same-sex couple, married even in another state. You buy a home, you live in it, one person owns the home, they pass away. If they don't have a will, that's going to go to the next of kin, and that's not the person they've been living with.
Right.
So that person's going to have to get out of the house, and the house can be inherited by someone else, the next of kin.
Fair. So if we have more questions about this, I understand that there's a seminar coming up.
Right. We have in a week we have a seminar talking about these issues. All these sort of estate planning issues are really valuable information that we can get more time to get into.
All righty. As you can see from Mike's advice, your estate planning is important, but there is no one-size-fits-all. You need to sit down with your attorney to discuss what you need to handle your situation. Or for more information, call Mike or attend our seminar. The number is coming up next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssmplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, Need a Ride? We'll connect you to a unique program offering door-to-door service. Then the rules for reverse mortgages have been revised. We'll take a look at the alterations, and we'll check in on the latest health news. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.